Good morning guys, welcome to our channel and welcome back to season 3 of the vlogs. Sorry about my voice, I've just woken up, but it is time for me to take Gnocchi for his morning walk and then I'm gonna have breakfast and head to the gym. So I just had breakfast. I had a slice of brown bread with some avocado and a poached egg. It was absolutely delicious. And now I'm on my way to Reagan's house to pick him up because we're gonna go to the gym. I'm hoping that we can kind of do like a semi-arm slash full body workout. Today, seeing as I've already done my cardio, I'm just gonna do kind of like weighted stuff. But I don't know if I've told you guys in a previous vlog. I may have, but I don't really remember. I want to be able to, by the end of this year, do 10 push-ups like just with ease and not have to worry about it because that's something that I haven't been able to do before. So hopefully, we've only got 2 months left of the year, but I reckon I can do it. So let's go get Reag. So I picked up Reag, half an hour later, we're on our way to the gym. So we just finished our workout. It was reasonable because neither of us have been for a while. It was kind of hard to get back into the swing of things. So we didn't do as much as perhaps we could have, but that's okay.
If you guys know of any good like gym equipment that we should buy, please let us know down below.
We can't afford gym equipment.
Yes, we can. We can buy gym equipment instead of going to the gym.
Okay. So as you guys can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking to you about kind of the healthy snacks that I love eating, that I've gotten into recently. Now I had breakfast before we went to the gym, so obviously I didn't have a snack before that. But if I was going to go later in the day, what I would usually have is some sort of like fresh fruit, an apple, a banana, or something like that. That's a super easy snack that fills me up and just like satisfies the want to eat without having to have too much and feel overly full. But I am going to show you a recipe a little bit later in this vlog, so we have to head to the health food store and pick up just a few ingredients for that. So we've just gotten to the shopping centre and we're going to head into the health food store and I'm going to get some pea protein. I usually would like to get this online because obviously it is a little bit cheaper, but I just want it for the recipe for this afternoon, so I'm going to grab a little bit and then order some more online later. So we got home, we had some lunch, and I'm gonna have a shower because I haven't today already. Yeah, but we got the pea protein, and now Reagan is gonna do the honors with that new label maker, which we actually didn't vlog. It's an embossing one that we got, and we're gonna label this little jar and put my protein in there. So let's do it. I'm showered, I'm ready to go, got my pea protein in my little container. I'm going to show you guys how to make one of my favorite things. I made this about probably like a week and a half ago and I loved it and I absolutely devoured them. So it's my recipe for what I call like Lamington chocolate kind of bliss balls, but today I'm going to add protein, which I've never done before, but we'll see how that goes. Now the recipe requires a little bit of prep. I have some, you can't really see them here, but I have some dates in some hot water that have been soaking for about an hour. It does not have to be that long. I did it for 10 minutes last time and that was totally fine. And I'm also going to take my chia seeds and soak them in a little bit of water so that we can add them later on. So I'm just going to take 2 spoons of my chia seeds, without spilling them everywhere, and add some water to that and then stir them a little bit. So while my chia seeds are soaking up the water and becoming all nice and gooey, I'm gonna drain the dates, they look really delicious right now, and put them into my mini food processor and then kind of blitz them up with a little splash of maple syrup. You can use honey or agave syrup or any kind of like sticky sweetener that you like, just because I find that it kind of like makes them taste a little bit better, and the consistency is a lot easier when you're putting all the dry ingredients in. So I'm gonna do that and then I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna quickly blitz this and then scrape it down in between a little bit just in case, because it kind of gets a little bit clumpy. And then we'll move over to the mixing bowl. So I've got my little date mixture here. Something that I would say to be kind of careful of is not adding too much of your sticky sweetener of choice, just because I did make one batch and it got kind of gross. So I'll pop that in the bowl, and I'm going to add, at this point, my chia seeds. So as you can see, they're all kind of like gooey and sticky. You can add them dry. I've never done it before, but I know a lot of recipes do. And that kind of acts as like a little bit of a bonding agent between all of it so that these stick together. So I'm just gonna mix those through properly, and then we'll add the dry ingredients. And now it's time to add our dry ingredients. So these are chocolate flavored, so I'm gonna add some cocoa powder. You can use raw cacao if you're concerned about that, but I'm just gonna use cocoa powder because that's what I have on hand, and it's good for you still, kind of, anyway. So that's fine, make it extra chocolatey. And a dash of almond meal. By a dash, I mean a lot. Now this is the point where I would say to add your protein. So I'm going to add a couple of spoons of this pea protein that we just bought and see how it turns out. And then I'll mix it up and show you what it looks like. So I'm just folding all of this through. It looks a little bit dry to me, but we can always fix that. With this recipe, I don't have any quantities. I kind of just guess everything depending on how big of a batch I want to make. And then adjust it as I go. So like this looks really dry, so I might add a little bit more sticky sweetener, perhaps a dash of water just to loosen it up a little bit. And if your mixture looks a little bit too wet, then obviously you can add some more almond meal or cocoa powder, because that really dries it out as well. So that started to come together. I added a touch more water because it wasn't quite as sticky as I was hoping it would be, but that looks way better now. And just for a little bit of extra crunch, I'm going to add some cacao nibs. I'm running low, but that's right, we can buy some more later. So again, I'm just gonna estimate, sprinkle them in like chocolate chips. And if your mixture is a little bit too dry here, it can be hard to fold these in, which is why you kind of want it to be sticky before you do this. Last time I made these, I did add some little like crushed peanuts, and that made the texture a little bit more crunchy, but I thought today I would try it without, because I also am trying to make a recipe for peanut butter flavored ones. I'll keep you updated when I come up with a recipe for that. I have my little setup that I've made here. I've got a tiny little bowl of desiccated coconut, which is where this kind of turns from just chocolate balls into lamington. If you don't like coconut, I kind of don't, but I like the taste of this. You can always just put a bit of cocoa powder on the outside, and that just stops them from being so sticky when you try to eat them. And I have my little airtight container for us to store them in. So I'm gonna take kind of little pinches of them. I'll decide how much I want to do every time, and then roll them into a ball and then put them in the coconut. I've made a total of 18 little balls. They're kind of mostly similar in size. This is the worst part of this entire recipe. You have to leave these in the fridge for at least an hour, but I would say probably overnight. It is now 2:15. I'm probably just gonna leave these in the fridge until later tonight when I feel like something for dessert, and then they should be good to eat. You just have to do that so that they can kind of like solidify and be a better texture. So I'll show you when they are beautiful. So we're just in the middle of studying right now, but I thought that I would come back on and give you guys a little bit of an idea of what I would eat while I'm normally studying. So another snack that I really like is hummus and either carrot sticks or like cucumber sticks, but I don't have them very often, or corn chips if you're feeling extra naughty. I know that they're not that good for you, but they taste so good. But basically what I do is I just cut up like some bits of carrot, and they're like $2 a kilo, so they're super cheap. And then hummus is like $2 for a little packet, and I mean, if I try, I could probably go through it in one sitting, but that'll last me like 2 or 3 times of eating that kind of stuff. So that is a really good snack that I like to have just while I'm studying. So we just finished up studying for about 2 hours, and that means that the little balls are ready to be eaten. So Regs and I are gonna do a quick little taste test for you. But before that, let's get some food porn shots. Ready for sketty.
High hopes, better not be gross.
Dink.
Dink it and sink it. What are you really doing?
What do you think?
It's crunchy as.
You gotta get your cat nib.
I've got so many, I had 3.
I don't know, maybe they're not quite sweet enough. What do you think?
Not bad. The cacao nibs seem to be less amount.
Oh,
I want some crunch, but not all crunch.
what would you rate it?
4 out of 5.
Good. So before I wrap this vlog up, I just kind of wanted to give you guys one more little snack tip that is a little bit more desserty now that it is a little bit later in the day. And that is frozen fruit. Now this might seem like a little bit weird or maybe obvious to some of you, but I love frozen fruit. I buy it for my smoothies, or I cut up bananas and freeze them for my smoothies. But I will always, if I want something sweet after dinner, or I just want something little that's like, especially in the summer, just cold and refreshing, I will eat a frozen mango, a bowl of frozen berries, some frozen banana pieces. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I will blitz up the bananas. But that's just a really simple snack that kind of tides over the sweet cravings that I get without being too like filling again, I guess. That's pretty much it for this vlog. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you're as excited as we are for season 3 of the vlogs and everything that is to come. This is just a taste of where we're trying to take our channel. And if you did enjoy it, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, because that really supports me and it really lets me know what's good and what you guys like to watch. And also comment down below any healthy snacks that you like to eat or anything that you might suggest for me to try. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye!